Evening all. How are we? If like me, you like fizzy sweeties, by God, they're good. Haribo bubblegum. Pound as well. Oh my God, how warm is it? It is absolutely stifling warm. It's, whew. Yeah, you've seen the title. It's more of the same. In fact, just thinking, excuse me, Dale, would it be a pain in the arse to, if I could ask you to nick across and, excuse me, have a wee quick look and see what games are on the list from last week? If you could. Good man, thank you. I don't know what, I think it must be about 25 degrees up here in Scotland. I mean, I do like the heat. I absolutely do like the heat. But the problem is, when you're trying to sleep at night, there is no such thing as air conditioning. It didn't actually help. I had an absolutely shite sleep last night. My next door neighbour decided to have a kind of, I wouldn't say a party. They were sitting outside and they were outside till about 1:30 in the morning. And they were just talking really loud. My bedroom window was right overlooking their bedroom, overlooking their garden. So that was a pain in the arse. 1:30 in the morning, I was in my bed for about 11:30. And you're trying to get to sleep and all you can do is hear the talking. So anyway, yeah, hope you're all right. Now listen, well, I'll be, I was going to say closing, I'll be ending this sharp at 9 o'clock for the simple reason is I'm going to be up about, I've got to get up, I've got to set the alarm for about 4:30 tomorrow morning. On my way down to a place called Ripley, which is quite far down. It's about 500 miles, I think it is. So got a long day tomorrow. Most of it's going to be driving. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I was through Mad Moments is saying very hot here in Glasgow. I was through it a Comic-Con with Ava this afternoon. Actually quite good. Actually quite good fun. Quite enjoyed it. I don't normally enjoy these, but it was in a hotel rather than like the SECC, so it was a bit more kind of chilled out, not quite as busy. Still got my armband thing on, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, right, let's get your requests in, folks. I think I did see, let's have a quick look and see who we've got in tonight. You've got Ox, Roddy and LFC, Del Boy, Craig, Colin, Colin, Mad Moments, Adam, Lance to you lot. I know him as Adam, and Robert. Yeah, good stuff. Right, anyway, yeah, let's batter on with that now. So I did see Total Recall, Crystal Castles, Arcade. Oh my God, Colin, you must really hate me. It's not a game. I'm not a fan of it at all. So anyway, what was it? Total Recall on the Amiga. Yeah, we could even play Terminator, which is almost just as bad. I don't actually. Have I played Total Recall on the Amiga? I'm not quite sure if I have. Anyway, let's get the old screen shone. It's bloody warm, but you know what I do like this. I love this time of year. I love the light nights, because when it's dark, when it gets to 5 o'clock and it's pitch dark, you're not going out, so you sit in and you just either you're on your computer or you watch the TV, and before you know it, it's 10 o'clock, it's time for bed. Whereas when it's like this kind of weather, you can be out and you kind of feel, I don't know, it just extends, it makes things feel, it kind of gives you feel like you've actually got a proper night. Right, where are we? By the way, Ox, I have booked my Nerg ticket, so I will be in. Is it Sunderland? No, it's where is it? Gateshead. Yeah, Gateshead, which isn't far from Newcastle. I'm going down there. Anyone else going down to Nerg next weekend? I'm going down on the Saturday, back and coming back up the same day. Let's get this loading up. Excuse me, I'm just going to stuff my fat face. God, they are good. Right, let's have a quick look. As always, if there's any fanning about to be had trying to play a game, we're just going to move on because we don't want to be pissing about too much. I don't think I've ever loaded this game, you know that? Gateshead is the Oakland to Newcastle's San Francisco. Nice music, not a bad intro as well. I know what it's Craig, we will get down to, we're going to try and get a road trip down to Arcade Club. We're probably talking September, probably October actually, because I'm going to be down in London in September. So anyone that's down in London, give me a shout. Oh my god, that dates it. See the video, 21st, 1991. Right, anyway. Music's bloody excellent though. Right. A minute. Come on, it's got that. It's got that, what do you call it? What's it called? Knuckle buster syndrome, where you're running and somebody is standing next to you. I'm trying to see what we've got, right. Right, so you need to be pressing the joystick to the side plus fire button. Right, I'm beginning to see why this is regarded as a terrible game. Adam saying, anyone catch that new Robocop game trailer doing the rounds? Looks promising. No, what is that? What system's that on, Adam? Well, no, so that font is identical to Xenon. Continue. How do we continue? You've got to press Y apparently. Come on. I don't know who did the music in this, but it's bloody excellent. Come on, bugger off. Because here's Robocop himself. You know what the sad thing is? So I was out with the dogs earlier on, I'm just making sure I'm not getting any ticks because I've got my shorts on. And I was walking in long grass. PS5, right, okay. Presentation of this. Evening Panther, how are you, mate? Your presentation of this is excellent, the graphics are really good. Just a pity how damn difficult it is. Oh, man, is there anything I can pick up? Is that a pickup? There we go. Right, that's going to make it. Now see, I know I've only been playing it for about 30 seconds, but I struggle to understand why you would term this one of the worst games ever. I ran out of bullets, I think I have. How the hell do we beat the shit out of him? I have no idea. Music. I've got to say, the music is some of the best Amiga music I've heard. It is good. Right, still can't. Need bullets. The graphics are really, really good. You can tell that's big, aren't they? How do you pick up more bullets? How do you get rid of that bloody gun? Right, anyway, that's 3 games of that. I wouldn't say that's that bad. If I could figure out how to get more bullets, I think that's alright. It's not to say it's a wonderful game. I don't think... I'm not sure it really deserves a place in this video. But anyway, each to their own and all that, folks. Right, that was that one. Next up is Outrun on the Amstrad. Now, you could probably pick any Outrun, to be fair. Although is Outrun on the Amstrad a particularly bad version, or is it worse? Is it head and shoulders above any other version? What we're looking for, Amstrad. Right, okay, Outrun, Outboard, Outrun. There we are. Right, let's give this a go. Now, I think it's going to be a tiny little window. I don't think... Can you drag and drop? Can you make the windows bigger in this? Oops. Right, that's the only... Right, you know what? I'm not even going to bother about trying to fanny about and make the screen bigger. Party normal. That'll be a yes. Presume it's loading. Right, got a minute. Okay, I've just said I'm not going to do anything, but I am. I'm going to... There we are. That's better. Music's not bad. Right, okay, Chris, you can hardly read that. 1 Outrun. 2 traffic. What the hell does traffic mean? Normal, easy, hard, very hard. We'll go for number 2, I think. Controls. Yep, joystick. Outrun. Right, is there not meant to be any sound? Is there any? I'm going to try and crash here deliberately. You get a... Right, okay, we've got a skidding sound, and I've got a when you hit something. you know what? I'm not convinced this is the worst version ever. I mean, it's, yeah, granted, it's bloody slow, but the update's not that bad. And to be fair, I think it looks kind of alright. Is it just me? I don't actually think, yeah, it is slow as shit. Now, if you could actually, I don't know if you can increase the speed of this emulator. Settings. Sorry, I know we shouldn't really be doing this. Speed, how can you do speed? Timing, if we put that to 150%. There we are. And you know what? Stick in fact, give me a second. I know I'm I should be doing this, but give me 1 second. I just want to mess about with this. You go over there, son. Hopefully you're going to hear this. Can you hear that? Hopefully you can hear that all right. There you go. Well, a little bit tweaking. You've got quite a not bad. You've got not a bad evening, Steve. How are you, mate? You've got not a bad version Outrun. All right, we're running at 150% and we're using the Commodore 64 music. Let's give it one more go. See, I think the C64 version is worse. I like the colouring in this version. I'm not a fan of this game, but I don't think it's. Alright, I am playing it on 150% speed. Bollocks. The cat looks good. What are you talking about, Steve? Right, okay, let's stop the fanning about. Let's get it back to what it should be. General, 100%. Whoa, 5%, 100%. There we are. Right, this is what it plays like. I think the update's actually all right. It is slow. A bit of lack of traffic, though. To be fair, I did put it on easy. And the complete lack of any sound. Why is that? Well, apart from that sound, obviously. To be fair, I think you could really put any. I would actually say that probably the ST and the Amiga were worse than this. Anyway, yeah, that's Outrun. That is on the Amstrad. Right, folks, what's next? Chase HQ. Oh, I knew that was coming. Remember, try and think out the box. Try and think of some games that don't normally feature in these lists. We've all seen the usual suspects, your hard driving and that kind of stuff, which did feature last week. Right, tell you, just for comparison's sake, let's load up the C64 one and just see how it plays. No. At least you get a wee course map in this one. Car, right, got you. Yeah, the PC Engine in this was pretty good. Right, come Come on, this is taking forever. Bollocks. Right, okay. I will give you that. I think this is better than the Amstrad one. I mean, Outrun's got to have the music. It has to have the music. Let's be honest, it was a completely impossible task to try and put this game on an 8-bit machine. Boof! These little buildings look like something out of Pac-Man. Anyway, right, sorry, I digress. Right, we've seen enough Outrun. Right, what we're looking at. Where did it go? Chase, right, we're on the C64. Chase HQ. Yeah, we've all seen the Spectrum one, we've all seen the Amstrad one. They are good. Come on, catch up. That is a nice title screen, though. Incidentally, I don't know if he's in tonight. I will be speaking to Bill Harbison. Now, Bill, if I'm not mistaken, was an artist for Ocean Software. I'm going to be speaking to Bill on Tuesday. It's not going to be a live one, it's going to be a recorded one. But yeah, looking forward to that. That is a great title screen, I have to say. Oh. No. 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 Come on. Where we go? When you think about it, this could have had the speech. I'm trying to take it in before I start talking about it. The thing for me is it looks like it's half Commodore 64, half Spectrum. Why are the graphics of the road and the trees, why are they black outlines? And the speed, I mean, I'm meant to be doing 260, I'm assuming is that miles or is that kilometres per hour? Right, let's hit the boost. Yeehaw! Yeah, we've all seen just how capable the Commodore 64. Yeah, look at the frame rate. That is diabolical. It's like you're going, I don't know. It feels like you're going about 10 miles an hour, not 268 miles an hour. It could and should have been. Oops, I'm just going in the wrong gear there. Don't know who programmed this, but yeah, not good. Not good at all. You're not even going to get any out. You're not even going to get a point out of 10 for effort. The bit that lets us down is the road routine. It's just too slow, isn't it? Come on. And when you hit that, your car just becomes utterly uncontrollable. How is Ultimate 64 Panther? Are you enjoying it, mate? Yeah, it's just it's a shame because this game is looked upon as probably one of the best 8-bit conversions on the spectrum. It's a miraculous piece of programming. The same with Amstrad as well, and then you've got this. And as for that noise as well, that would get in your tits after about 2 minutes. Right, I think we've seen enough of this. Ugly and slow. It's a bit like myself at a park run, but anyway. Right. Come on, Del. Thunderblade on Amiga. Okay, E.T. Right, we'll stick E.T. on for a minute. I don't buy into the E.T. is the worst game ever brigade. Yeah, it's not a good game, but it's far from being the worst game. And if I see Pac-Man by Atari on the 2600 on that list, we're going to have a fallout. What am I doing? I'm clicking on the wrong thing here. Where is Atari 2600? Right. The thing about this game for me is it's not so much it's shit, it's just there's the box. True fact, I actually only saw E.T. for the first time about maybe 4 years ago. Right, play game. Hopefully this is going to work because the emulator can be a wee bit hit or miss. Now, anytime you hear people talk about this game, all they talk about is you're constantly trying to climb out of holes. Right, I've picked up that dot, whatever that is. What is the arrow? What is that telling me right now? Does he not try and steal stuff? Shit. How did you get out again? I haven't a clue what I'm trying to do here. Did anybody that's watching this actually own this game? Yeah, no, he's trying. Does he not try? Is he not a thief? What the hell? Is he a doctor? Alright, he's shit. I managed to get away from him. I'm sure if I knew what I was doing, float up using your elam, because that makes perfect sense, right? Okay. Evening, Jamie. Right, I don't know what happened there. It looked like I was nowhere near the edge of the screen. Of course it is, Adam. It's a government agent, isn't it? For Christ's sake. And what did you make of it, Ian? Did you reckon? Obviously, I'm playing this for like 2 minutes with no idea what I'm doing, no instructions. When you actually played it back in the day, would you say it was one of the worst games ever? Piss off. Right, I'm utterly buggered as to what is actually going on. What is that sticking out the front? Is that what? Oh, it's his hand, isn't it? To be fair, the guy that got given the task of turning E.T. into a game, it's not really a film well, from what I can gather anyway, having only seen it once, it's not really a film that would make an exciting game. Right, anyway, I've had enough. Oh, how do we get out of this? Oh, for Christ's sake, how do we get out of this bollocks thing? If in doubt, Control Alt Tab. There must be an easier way to get out of it. No, it's because I've got this set to bigger screen. Right, okay. There we are. Right. What was next? Moon Patrol for the VIC-20. Ooh. I don't actually know what that's like, but I think you're right, Adam. I'm sure this game was written in some like 2 weeks. So, you know, but again, is it one of the worst games ever? I don't think so. That's just my opinion, however, humble as it may be. Right. Thunderblade on the Amiga. You're right, Panther. Alt F4 usually gets you out of these things. Didn't realise there's quite so many games with the name Thunder in it. God, we could always stick Rolling Thunder on it. That was actually one of the questions I get asked quite a lot is what game was really disappointing. And I completely forget to say Rolling Thunder. One of my favourite arcade games, and boy did it disappoint when it came on the Amiga and the ST. Well, we're looking for Thunderblade. There we are. It's not a game you really... Shit, they're finished. Bloody hell. Right, left mouse button for normal. Evening, Jambone. Jambone, thank you very much for the kind donation, mate. I appreciate it massively. I have indeed, yeah. I've tanned a lot. I'm going to stick the light on, I want. There we are. Does that make any difference? I don't think it does. You see, I already found that quite impressive. Oh, T-Rex for T-Rex, not T-Rex, not T-Rex. Bloody hell, we're not talking Mark Bolam. Tiertex were laying out one of the... They had a lot of real shoddy conversions, I think. I honestly can't remember what this was like. I know the game, but I can't remember how bad or good this was. Right, now how do we pull up? It's got a bit convoluted. Yeah, you have to hold the fire button and push forwards to kind of accelerate forwards, and you pull back. See, I don't think that's that bad. I mean, granted, it's not a good game. I mean, technically, I think it's not too bad. What do you guys think? Does this deserve a place? I think in its defence, the actual arcade game itself wasn't particularly good. But I think, you know, from an arcade conversion point of view, I think this isn't actually that bad. Right, I'm disappointed, folks. I've not seen any real... Well, I would say Chase HQ is bad. I've not seen... I think the other games that have featured so far, I don't really think deserve a place in this video. Ian's first console was the video pack. I've actually got two of them, believe it or not. Evening, Leanne. No, I don't think this is that bad. You know, it's a port of quite a lacklustre kind of game. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually seen the arcade version. I've played it in MAME, obviously, but you never ever hear people say how good Thunderblade was. Did this come? I think this came out after. This came out after Outrun, I think. I've got this on the 3DS, and it actually plays pretty good. I think you might be right, actually, Adam. Yeah, I'm sure Pepsi did have some sort of. Did it not appear at the title screen? Right, we'll give it one more go. Tongue of the Fat Man, C64. Not familiar with that one. Well, let's see if we can get to level 2. Quiet at the back. Maybe that's why it's on the list. It's a bit. Oh, that's probably more of my lucky gaming skills than anything. I don't think that's this bad. That's this bad. I don't think this is that bad, I should say. Yeehaw! Oh, we're still going, folks. Oh, bollocks. I think I was past that. Yeah, totally agree with Adam there. I think as far as conversions go, I think that's actually a fairly impressive conversion. I'm not saying it's a good game. I'm just saying it's a fairly impressive conversion. Game over. Right. That's enough of that. F12. And out we go. Okay, right. Next is Tongue of the Fat Man. C64. Where are we? There we go. So how was your weekend? What were you guys up to? Now, we're not really going to feature type-ins or anything because anyone could feature a type-in. You need to remember type-ins were they were free games, so obviously they're not going to be particularly good. Tongue of the Fat Man. Right. That's interesting. Tongue of the Fat Man. Oh, wait a minute. All games excluding clones. I want that set to all games. All games. That's interesting. We have apparently found a game that is not in this C64 collection. Now, bear in mind, there's 28,500 games. Let me do a quick. Can you do a? Let's have a look. Name. If we put in Tongue. No, there you go. Right, that is a first. That is an absolute first. We've found a game. Is it definitely on the C64? Tongue of the Fat Man. Ah, right, okay. Mondo's Fight Palace. Where are we? Mondo. God almighty. I've never heard of this. I've never ever heard of this. Mondo's Fight Palace. Wow, by Activision, no less. Right, hang on, I'm going to have a quick drink of my coffee before we start. That looks a bizarre game. Aye, thanks, Dale. Right. Okay, never ever heard of this game. Let me have a quick. I just want to have a quick look at the. Dear God, what the hell is that? Is that some kind of man dog beast thing? Jesus, Mondo's Fight Palace. Right, this will be interesting. Right, we can go full screen with this one. I've never heard of this, let alone played it. I will probably have to take a 5-minute break, folks, just to get the dogs out. The dogs always insist on kind of coming into the room with me, and it's, oh, for God's sake, and it is brutally hot. So I'll probably take 5 minutes, around about 15 minutes, and let them out for a piss. That is just hideous. Right, human versus computer. Did I see somebody? I'm sure somebody mentioned a Mastertronic game at the very top. Yeah, Jungle Story. Steve was asking for Jungle Story. Is that on the list? Ah, it is there. Right, what is this? What have we got? Yes. Is this who I'm meant to be going? I'll go for yes. Let's do a bit. Oh, there we go. I am Mondo, the fat master of the pits, and you, what is it? You, Mame, are a pitiful and worthless creature. Before you continue, tell me this. How many losses did Edwina have? She had 6, didn't she? Of course she did. Correct. A slug like yourself can only dream of surviving a first fight. However, should the miracle of victory be yours, you may eventually meet me in the pits. Now that's an amazing thought. Ha ha ha. Yeah, get your land on by the Amiga. Come on. Oh, Christ, I can't even ask reading all this shit. I presume this was disc. I couldn't imagine playing this on a tape. Oh, is there actually any gameplay in this? Oh, you've missed out of space. If you don't get your carcass carried out here, you may make a few bucks, but then you don't look too smart. Better send some cash home for your upcoming funeral. Come on, can we just get to the game? You just know that it's going to be a disappointment in this game. Oh, Jesus. I don't think it actually feels like you're playing in. What are we doing here? What the hell are we doing? I have no idea. Come on, just get to the bloody game. Fight. Sanction. Oh, that's a bit controversial, Ox. It's certainly not it's not a brilliant game. Technically, it's pretty. Obviously, it's got one of the best Sid tunes ever. It's far from not being one of the worst games ever. But yeah, disappointment. Oh, Christ, I keep having to do. Right, wait a minute. Right, I'm the left hand. Now wait a minute. Is it meant to be glitching as much as it is? What's going on there? Is that, should it be doing that? Right, so we've got fire button does nothing. Down with fire button does that. Pushing away. Where am I? I'm trying to figure out what one I am. I think I'm the slightly lighter coloured one. I've no idea what all the icons at the bottom are doing. Come on, get up, you twat. Right, how do we turn round? Like that. Oh, Christ. Right, kick him in the head if you can. Fire button with fire button pushing up. Oh, that was a paradoid. What's going on? Why is he turning green? Thing is, the graphics aren't bad, but I'm hoping that glitching is just a bad crack or something, possibly. Take that to the chops. Thing is, the movement. Right, forgetting the glitchy graphics, forgetting the load times. Oh, for God's sake. The actual animation isn't that bad, I don't think. Right, you know what? I really can't be bothered. Well, we'll give it one more go. We've got it in turbo mode at the bottom. At the moment. Let's give it one more go. Yes. Yes. Right, fight. Right, okay, let's give it one more go. Right, I appear to have turned round again. I'm the guy in the right getting the shit kicked out of him. Come on, get up, man. I'm really hoping that these glitches were not in the finished version. There's no way they could release a game that looks like this. But yeah, the animation's alright. I don't know how to turn around. Oh, there we go. You push up diagonally, I think. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, no idea what's going on with the icons. I don't know how you can have an icon-driven game kind of bolted onto a beat 'em up. No, it's trying to be too. Oh, take that to the chops. Right, anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, that is a bit shite. So were the reviews pretty pants? That was on the C64, Simon. Right, okay. I'll take the dogs out in 5 minutes. Right, Del, where are we, son? Where are we now? Count Duckula. I'll tell you what I'm going to. There's a game which I was going to put on and I've completely forgotten what it was. Apologies about if you can hear my daughter screaming in the background. What was the game I was going to put on? I can't remember. Anyway, right. Count Duckula on the Amstrad. Not got many. I've not actually had many Spectrum games in this list. Count There we go, Count Duckula. Hopefully this will work. Come on. Can't say I've ever played this. Did not Count, Alternative Software, they did all these bloody cartoons, didn't they? Wasn't really a fan of any of them, to be fair. I mean, I was kind of an adult when these games were coming out. Wasn't interested in playing cartoon games. Right, fire to go. Right, how do you jump? How do you jump? How do you jump? Ah, wait a minute, what happened there? Alright, oddly you can't. Right, you can't jump off stairs. Right, where am I? Right, is there any particular reason that this is on the list? I mean, I'm thinking it's not any worse than any of these other hundreds of games that played identical to this. Right, you can't. It appears you can't jump when you're on the. Evening, Trevor. How are you, buddy? Yeah, you can't jump off steps. Can we jump over him? No, doesn't look like it. How do you pick that up? Space bar, is it? Why is there absolutely no sound? Right, we've got a key. Let's go back along here. Whoop. Ah. There we go. We have sound. Yeah, I mean, again, is it one of the worst games ever? I would argue the toss and say not at all. But it's not my kind of game. There's not enough of a lot to actually do. How I managed to complete Robin of the Wood is beyond me. It's one of the most monotonous games ever. But I did actually complete it back in the day. Yeah, I was never a fan of these kinds of games. Just run about, pick up something, go to the next screen, drop it off. Yeah, again, I would argue that this is not one of the worst games in the world. Not at all. Oh, I like that. This whole screen kind of shivers or shakes. Right, that was that. That was Count Duckula. What was that game I was going to put on? I can't remember. Right. Okay, right. Wizard of War, Japanese version. Yeah, interestingly, there was actually two versions of Wizard of War released for the Commodore 64. One of them came out. What was it they did? Oh, there's a bad game. One of them came out. There was an early one that came out, which was absolutely god awful, which we're going to look at in a second. And then they brought out another version. They obviously realised it was complete shit, and they brought out another one which is actually really good. Now there's a good one from 1983. 1982, I'm just trying to see what the difference is. It's actually 3. Is that the same? I think that's the same. Yeah, I think that's the same game. Commodore Electronics. Yeah, so this is the one that came out in 1982. I loved Snooky for some weird reason. It was a game, it's bloody difficult. But there was something about it that I quite liked. Maybe just because it was an early game. You alright, Jax? You too, Warren? There's a really good new Wizard of War. Really? Oh, wow. Well, the second version of this is excellent. Spot the sprite from Cauldron. If you actually squint your eyes like I'm doing, that actually looks quite impressive. See if I score. Nope. Unlimited lives. No. 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 Push F1 or button and joystick, so it must be the other joystick. Good God. This looks like a type-in. It's interesting why a company would release the same game twice. They obviously realised that this was utter shit. If Mastertronic had brought out a version of Wizard of War in the early days, this would be it. You know, despite everything, it actually plays alright. I mean, it looks diabolical. There's absolutely bugger all. Yeah, there is no. He just kind of glides. He doesn't actually. There's no animation to speak of. Oh, you bastard! Jesus. Yeah, let's. Right, okay. So go from that to. No, 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 no. To this. Hang on, Colin, you talking about the mighty bog, Graham Marsh? Please tell me that's the case, because if that is, I'm going to be contacting him for an interview. Yeah, what a difference. I mean, it's like night and day, look at it. Right, anyway, sorry, we shouldn't really be playing. Awesome, right, listen, I'm going to go and check that out. Right, anyway, we're not meant to be playing good games, but that is a fantastic version. But I do agree that the original one is completely pish. It's the same way Gorf. I'm sure they made two different versions of Gorf as well. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, here we go. This was. Now, they were both apparently published by. Good evening, Marcus. What was I going to say? Yeah, I believe. What am I talking about? Yeah, these are both published by Commodore. So again, they must have looked at this and thought, this is complete wank. We need to bring out a better version. Start. This was Gorf. That sound effect, firing sound effect, was that was in a lot of games. whilst this isn't very good, it's certainly not a bad version. I mean, it's fluent, it's fast enough. Then again, nobody actually said it was a bad, it was just me. I just want to compare versions. Oh, good golly. Oh, the movement of this just feels a bit weird. Yes, you've got that, and then obviously Commodore saw the error of their ways, and they brought out this. Which is much better. Yeah. 100% better. Right, anyway, sorry. I shouldn't be playing good games. Need to move forward, Alan, we're behind. Right, okay, Del. Let's get going. How are we doing for time? Hour gone. Right, where are we now? Fire Blaster on the Amiga. A lot of Amiga games popping up here. Still not seen many awful games. Where's the Amiga thing going there? It's there. Right, what we're looking for? We're looking for Fire Blaster. Right, by Prism Laser. Don't think I'm familiar with this one at all. Yep, Scott's just mentioned one. C16 Paperboy. Right, it's on the list. Sorry, Colin, mate. Graphics by Mungo Amelat Lear. Just listen to that sound. Oh god, my ears are bleeding. Right, enough of that. It's like a bloody cat singing, cat choir. Oh dear. Who thought it'd be a good idea to have a church organ? The one thing that I find really why is there sexy headphones dropping bullets? That music is so out of place. I say it sounds like a church organ. So again, I wouldn't say this is an awful game. Yeah, it's a bit of a travesty considering it's on the Amiga. But it's actually moderately playable. Bollocks. Yeah, it's a utterly bizarre concept for music. Why is there a guy smoking a pipe? What the hell is that? I'm with Scott, I'm not a fan of Paperboy. Yeah, what I was going to say, what I don't like about this game is you're probably saying to yourself, why don't you move down the screen? That's as far as I can move. You'll notice there, the bottom quarter of the screen, you can't actually move in. I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to be. Oh, arse. It looks like Attack of the Killer Walkman headphones. Bugger. Now, if you're going to tell me this game was priced at $19.99, then I would say, yeah, it's not a good game. Oh, arse! I'm convinced I should have collected them. Right. Anyway, listen. That's enough of that. It is what it is. It's far from being a good game. I think it's far from being a shit game. Right. Moving on. Right. Okay. We'll load up Crystal Castles. I'm not a fan of Crystal Castles at all. I think I was going to do a video and I've never... Evening, Michelle. I've never actually got round to doing it. And it's games that are just hopelessly unplayable without proper controls. And the ones I was going to include would be like technically Star Wars, Crystal Castles, what else? Oh, I've completely forgotten. 720, games like that. Tubin, I think. You can't really play these games. Tell you what, let's I don't think Crystal Castles came out on the... What the hell is that? Black Crypt. That looks like something out of Doom. Is that not Tony Crowther, I think? Possibly. Anyway, I digress, folks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of... I don't like... what do you call it? Crystal Castles at all. Oops. Castles. Why am I typing castles? I should write Crystal. There we go. Another game that I would probably feature in that... Oh, where the hell does it go? Right, we're just going to make it that size. That'll do. Is, what do you call it? Qbert. Again, it's a game I think you've really got to... You've got to play with the proper controls. Right, credit 5, and how do we start? Press start. It 100% is not one of the worst games ever. It wouldn't have made money had it been one of the worst games ever. But again, without the evening, Bob. Without the, what do you call it, proper controls. Yeah, and it's not fair to term a game bad because of the controls. I mean, these games were written for the arcades. Damn it. I appear to have started a 2-player game, not to worry. All it says, using a... I wonder if you can use... I think you can possibly use the mouse. I've not got this enabled for mouse. Using a joystick or a gamepad like this just doesn't really work. Come on, you guys come down here. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, you need the precise controls, and using an analog stick just doesn't work. I can't remember. How do you kill these guys? What, do you jump over them? That's what it is. You jump over them when they're eating a gem, I think. This is where I'm definitely going to die. Oh, there's a bloody bees. Piss off. Yeah, Ox, this is the arcade one we're looking at, mate. Ah, it's far too quick. Come on, get on. Right, anyway, that's enough of that. Again, it's certainly not one of the worst games ever. That's a cast iron certainty. Right, where are we? Paperboy, right. Sorry, Craig, but this has got to go in the list. The sad thing is, anytime we talk about, or anytime I talk about the C16, it's always when we're looking at bad games. I'm sure there were some. I know Sean Southern did put out some cracking games. I mean, there's some arcade conversions on the Atari bit, and they're bloody awful. They really are. I just can't remember any offhand, but what we're looking at. Paperboy. Right, what we're looking for, there we go, +4. Hi, Ox, how do you... I asked you that before. I've got game bases, and they're the name. I mean, that one there, it's called +4. How do I change the name of that to Commodore +4? I've tried renaming the folder and then renaming the actual, like, whatever it is, it's like a kind of spreadsheet file. Can you do that? I've tried it before and I can never get it working. Right, there's Green Beret. That's an absolute beauty. Paperboy. You know what? What I need to do is I'll need to have a word with Sean and see if he fancies coming onto a live stream, and we'll just look at his games. That would be good. Right, Paperboy. Again, now one thing you need to remember with this is this was a full price release. Why is that doing that? Can we play it full screen? Alt D. Right, that doesn't look very good. That's all kind of... Oh, it's pissing about. Stop doing that. Hang on, it's messing everything up here. You get over there. See, when you try and make a game full screen, sometimes it just completely pisses about with the screen. Right. Anyway, let's get going. Mamemeister. Oh, I've even got a shout out. Look at that. Come on. Stop. Yep, as long as an awful game, Michelle. Dale, add it to the list, please. Right, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, I need to close down my MAME, because when I pressed return, it started playing Crystal Castles. Right, yeah, this is a full release. Look at it. Look at it. Where do we start? I mean, it looks like he's It looks like he's riding a motorbike and he's stomping up and down with his feet. What the hell is that? I mean, I thought that was newspapers. And that's game over, apparently. So was this exactly the same on the +4? Why is it black and white? Was there a reason that these were so bad? Was it a lack of... But then there again, you had lack of memory on the VIC-20. There again, you wouldn't get they wouldn't even attempt this in the VIC-20. Now, I'm assuming this machine had a problem with putting boxes round. Right, it's not written in, well, it's certainly not, I don't think it's written in BASIC. I mean, the scrolling's awful. It looks like you're lobbing a log, say, a newspaper. Is that bees, apparently? So there's no sprites in the C16, so is that why? I mean, I'm quite sure this could have been a lot better. Do you think it was the guy that wrote this did he write Green Beret, possibly? What was that game, Michelle, you were asking for? Would stick that on the list there if it's not already on, please. Yeah, it's hideous. There's a lot of, there's a lot of kind of corruption going on as well. I don't know whether that's the. Oh, there's some newspapers, I think. Right, there's not even any noise to tell you. Yep, jetpack. What the hell is that? It looks like a dinner tray on wheels or something. Right, we want to try and get to the stunt track if we can. Avoid the whatever it's meant to be. It looks like a barrel, or is it a wheel? Right, we're going flat out. Are we going to get any cars coming along? That's just horrible. Whoa! Oh, bollocks. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. That is terrible. Again, you've got to really... Who released this? Elite? You've got to question the ethical part of it, of them releasing a game like this. I mean, that is just diabolical. And that would have cost, I mean, look at it. That would have cost, what, about $9.99 possibly? Yeah, hang your head in shame, Mr. Joel, whatever your name is. That is terrible. Again, maybe I'm doing it an injustice. Right, what's going on here? Right, close that. And you've moved over again. Get back over there. There we go. Right, next, it's the Wolof on the Spectrum. Now, is that based on, there was a really annoying cartoon that used to be out in the 70s, and it was like a sheep or something, a lamb, and the wolf used to capture it. It used to shout, "It's the Wolof," and it was one of the most irritating cartoons ever. What was that one again? The Spectrum. Is it there? There we go. It's the Wolof. Dale, go and put Knucklebusters on the list, please, on the C64. Right, it's the Wolof by, right, it's a keyboard one, so I'm not going to be able to play this. Released in 1984. Right, and I mean, why? Now, wait a minute. I'm going to have a look at something. Right, there's my little Spectrum laptop. Right, there you go. Can you see that? N are next to each other on the keyboard. Why would one of them be up and one of them be down? Why wouldn't you go for a key up there and one down there? That just doesn't make any sense. How cool is that, by the way? Spectrum laptop. It's just completely counter-intuitive. Is that the right word? Right phrase? I think it is. Like ZX left and right, A&M for up and down, space to start. Oof. Evening, Joe. How are you, mate? Right, okay. You know, a game I've never actually seen and I would think it would be quite good is a sheep herding game. Is that what this is? Can I come along? Have I got to try and get them into the pen? Oh, bollocks. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Pikman a wee bit. Come on. Come by. Come by. Come on, lass. Come by. Right, I'm down to 4. Come on. Right, we need to avoid all. Oh shit! He's going to get eaten with whatever it is. Is that the wolf? He's a goner. Oh, right, come on, up. Oh bollocks! Right, I've got one left. Oh, don't get eaten. Right, you know what? I think that could actually be quite a bit of fun. Can I go in the water? I can. Right, that makes it a bit easier. Because I can come down here. Come on. Come on, why are they all going in there? Oh, bollocks. Get over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, up, up. Come on, get into the pen. Where are you going? Stupid idiot. Right, they don't want to move up. I think they're stuck in the trees. Game over. Right, okay. No, you know what? I think with a bit of practice, that game could actually be quite a bit of fun. So yeah, again, I'm not going to. I don't think that should really be on the list. There's actually been quite a lot of games that aren't that bad. I don't think. Right, okay. Jungle Story on the Commodore 64. Zoids, and yeah, I'm not going to bother playing Zoids in the C64 because I haven't a clue what I'm doing. It's one of these games. I think Lacosa and myself, I think we featured it on one of the 10 of the worst games ever, and it's a game that's just, and it's got awesome music, but it's Evening Brian, but it's just ridiculously impossible to play unless you know what you're doing. Hey, what we're looking for. Aye, please. Just sorry, Colin. We'll take that one off because I could load it up and I wouldn't know what I'm meant to be doing. While we're at it, we could stick V on the C64 on the list. You've probably all seen the videos where I've tried to play it and I just can't. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means that I'm a bit stupid. Right, Jungle Story on the C64. Yeah, Tynesoft did make some pretty awful games. Right, what we're looking for, Jungle Story. Right, okay. Right, by Ma, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Again, you could argue and say, well, budget games shouldn't really be on this list because they were budget. They were £1.99. I mean, the early budget games were bloody horrendous, and then later on they started getting quite good with stuff like Kickstart. But you know what? Yeah, they should because they're still shite. No, we don't want infinite lives or invincibility. Control Mowgli, the man cub, through the dense jungle that is his home. Avoid the many jungle creatures who are afraid of the fire you possess. The many terrors you will encounter are tribal spears, poisonous snakes, you forgot the comma, stampeding elephants, cheeky monkeys, and your hated enemy, the tiger, who you must burn with your fire. Yeah, I can just see bloody the WWF and Greenpeace loving me playing this. Burning tigers with your fire. Environmentally friendly, right? Okay. To control Mowgli, use the keys, right, or a joystick plugged into port 2. Okay. Right, a minute. Burn the tiger. He looks more like Daley Thompson. He looks more like, I don't know, an 100-metre runner. Why has he got an elongated neck? I'm going to give it a bonus point for the animation for the elephant. That's actually alright. And you've got Donkey Kong at the top there. Yeah, this does look like... It does look like a game that was written by Game Maker. Like, when I want to find this tiger so we can burn it with fire. Oh, there we do, I've just done it. Now that death noise... Oh bollocks. That noise, I'm sure that was burn it with fire. I'm sure that was in Bionic Granny as well. You know what, it'd have been much better had they just left the music, in inverted commas, I use that term very loosely. It'd have been much better to have silence. Like, why is he levitating? Burn it with fire. To be fair, this Bionic Granny makes this game look really good. And this has got playability in abundance compared to the travesty that is Bionic Granny. Oh, level 2. In your face, Del Boy, level 2, son. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I still can't figure out why his head becomes almost severed from his body. Oh, bollocks, the tiger got me. Oh, God, you literally couldn't write anything worse. I mean, listen to that music. That's painful. Oh, burn it with fire. Damn it. Right, anyway, that should be on the list. I know it was a Mastertronic budget game and all that, but right, it doesn't even tell you who wrote it, because they're that embarrassed. Right, Dale, what's next, son? Ed the Duck. Oh, God, you just know that's going to be garbage. Atari ST. Now, the only thing I don't like about this game base on the Atari ST is I've always got to mess about with the getting the joystick to work. Ed the Duck. Right. Any game that's written on a cartoon character that appears on TV is, you know, it's going to be shite. Was there ever a Mr. Blobby game? I'm sure there probably was. Right, let's have a look. Joystick. Use real joystick. Hopefully that's going to work. Okay. Right, this is way too much like Rainbow Islands for my liking, so it's instantly shite. I mean, who is this actually appealing to? No, I'm just thinking that, Robert. This is obviously trying to be a Rainbow Islands. The sad thing is the graphics are actually quite nice. It's just everything else about the game that's bloody awful. Yeah, that is bollocks. It's like Rainbow Islands with the charisma removed. And all the character and any fun part of Rainbow Islands is, yeah, that's like the poor brother that nobody talks about of Rainbow Islands. Yeah, utter shit. Anyway, thanks for that one. Right, next, where are we? Cobra and the Commodore 64. Yeah, that's a bit of a touchy subject because I got that one. Me and my mate decided we'd each buy the other Cobra for our respective computers. He got it on the Spectrum and I got the C64 version, and I remember playing it a couple of times and just thinking utter pants. Ocean, there we go. Get the warp mode going. To be fair, the actual film is shit as well. Yeah, the music in this game, if I recall, is good, but it didn't really. At that point, I wasn't really that into kind of SID music, but yeah, to me, it wasn't worth loading up. High score, trainers, right, go for high score. Reset, okay. Evening, Paul. You've just... Paul's actually right. I'm going to... yeah, the music is good. Yeah, if you could just turn the screen off and just listen to that. It must have really annoyed people like Rob Hubbard, you know, Ben Douglas, etc. when they wrote a cracking bit of music and then it was tagged onto some utter shit game. I'm sure we spoke about that in a SID show, how it must have felt for these guys. There again, they may have actually not bothered because they probably looked upon it as just a job. It didn't really matter to them. Now, I think the idea of this, I could never figure it out. You've really got to try and get the gun early doors. Or is it the knife? Yeah, there's the knife. Come on. It's just so damn difficult. And I don't know why Sylvester Stallone looks more like, what's that famous ballet dancer? Nureyev? I can't remember. Problem is, for me, is your energy is almost empty by the time you get to the side of the screen here to pick up that knife. Come on. Is that a ladder? Can I go up there? Oh, I can go over there now, right. He's got a large chopper. Oops! I just killed the baby. Bollocks. Looks more like Peter Sellers. There must be some way of getting this knife without dying. Have I just lost a life there? Like, come on, how are you supposed to avoid that? The thing is, this Sound of Spectrum is regarded as one of the best games programmed by Joffa Smith, and it is. I've not played it often, but I know my mate, he used to love it. Oh, get the hamburger if we can. I can categorically say this is probably the furthest I've actually ever got in this game. But then, to be fair, it's probably the most I've actually played it. No, bollocks. Kill chopper bloke. Jumping's a wee bit fiddly. And the fact that my hand's pretty sweaty probably doesn't help. Yeah, again, it's one of the worst games. I wouldn't say it's certainly not a good game. It's not a brilliant game, but yeah, as Panther said, it certainly, that music definitely meant that loading it up wasn't an entirely wasted opportunity. Right, there was one game I'm going to. What was it going to be? Oh Christ! I was going to put it on just now. Can't remember what it was. No, it's completely going at my head. Thundercats. Right, there's plenty of Amiga games coming up tonight. How are we doing? We've got 15 minutes left. Moon Patrol. I'm interested. Yeah, Knuckle Busters. That was one fact. I'm going to play, since we're on the C64. I want to play this. This looked good. It had, was it Matt? No, it was Rob Hubbard actually that did the sound. This looked like it should be a really good game, but then when you start and play it, you realise just, had it actually been tested? I don't think it had. Bloody hell, do we really want to do any of that? No, let's just jump straight out space. There we go. Sorry, I'm just picking a game. I'm picking one of my own games. Yeah, I mean, listen to this. Music is awesome. It's got great presentation. It should be great. And then you try and play it. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. These guys are just stuck to you. Look at it. As soon as you can kill one, they're right on you. It's ridiculous. You've then got to press the fire button about 15 million times to try and kill them. Look at it. As soon as you move, a baddie's on you. Just, I mean, surely that should have been noticed. Utterly, utterly, utterly unplayable. You've only got one move, and that's hold the joystick, and as soon as you kill somebody, somebody else is back in, punching the living daylights out of you. Just absolutely... The Aquamarine Dragon, I have a question. Why do you do what you do, and why do you believe what you believe? God, that's not a question for a Sunday. What to do, Squire? If you want to put that in go to my Friday waffle and put that in the questions for a Friday waffle, that's a bit of a hippie kind of question to think about. I couldn't possibly answer that whilst trying to play that. Anyway, that's Knuckle Busters. Just completely unplayable. Right, sorry for skipping the queue a wee bit. Right, what was the next one? Thundercats. Right, okay, I've got the Amiga one still loaded up. In fact, I've got it loaded up 3 times. There we go. Right, you get over there. Like I says, folks, I'm going to knock it in the head at 9 o'clock because I'm up early tomorrow. Thundercats. The problem with a lot of early 16-bit games, it was just all... There was virtually no originality. It was just ports of kind of 8-bit games. They had slightly better graphics, but you know, they offered nothing. They didn't bring anything to the table at all, and this was one of them. I remember playing this at the time. It was just mediocre. I think that's about the best you could kind of describe it. That was back in the day when you copied a disc off your mate and it had about 10 games in one disc. That always blew my mind. I always thought that was fantastic. And again, I wasn't... It's basically Rygar, isn't it? I wasn't into Thundercats. I was a grown man at this point. In fact, it's more... It's more Kung Fu Master, isn't it? What? Oh, arse. I presume these are baddies in the cartoon. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this. It's just it's a bit basic. There was a lot of games like this. There was things like, was it Black Lamp and all these other games. They were all just, the Amiga versions were just straight ports off the ST, which was always disappointing. Why did I die there? Ah, right, you want to pick that up. I don't know what that does actually. What the hell is that thing at the top? Right, I'm going to skip the queue again and I'm going to show you a game. Yeah, it feels more like a poor man's Kung Fu Master. Jesus, right, that's enough of that. Yeah, that's a bit pants. Right, sticking with this. This was a game that was it was all graphics over gameplay. I remember getting a copy of this and thinking it looked like the most incredible game I'd ever seen. And it does look quite nice. But the gameplay was just so basic.
Or heroin.
Oops. No, it looks like we're going to be a heroine, I think. Yeah, the graphics. I had some really impressive graphics for the time. Sorry, Paul. I've got a minute. Why is that not working? There we go. Yeah, you need to remember, going from a Commodore 64 to a game that had graphics like this, it just looked absolutely phenomenal. The problem with this game is you could literally complete it in your first go. Level 1 complete. It is. It was all graphics. And the sound is good as well. What's that? F1. F2. What does that do? Oops. That's going to hurt. No, bollocks. Come on. Right, anyway, we'll jump out of that. We've got 5 minutes. Yep. Time for another couple of games, I think. Right, where are we? Alien Syndrome on the Amstrad. Oh, the poor old Amstrad. It's getting a bit of kicking tonight. Listen, we will probably do another one of these. Because obviously we're not going to get through all of them. Since I need to get away bang on 9 tonight. What we're looking for Alien Syndrome on the Amstrad. Alien Syndrome in the C64 was actually really good. You could also include Commando on the Electron or BBC. That was woeful. Alien Syndrome. There we are. I think this game came out quite late on. I mean, this was one of the kind of earlier arcade games, and it didn't come out until quite a bit later. 1987. I mean, I think this came out in the arcades, 84, 85, possibly before that. Right, 2 for joystick. Well, so does that mean we're on joystick, or do you need to press 2 for joystick? I don't know. We'll say it's got to be like that. 1. Oh dear God. Dearie me. Yeah, right. I've obviously... Now this looks more like Attack of the Killer Watsits. Look at that, there's that. When you fire a stream of bullets, you can actually fire bullets when you're dead. When you fire a string of bullets, it looks like there's literally no movement. Dearie me, this doesn't look like an Amstrad game at all. I mean, look at him. He looks kind of alright, and then he turns around and walks towards you. He looks more like a Lego person. Dearie me, that's bad. That is not a good game. Right, come on, how do we start? Right, start game. Yeah, look, he looks more like a Lego bloke. Yeah, look at that. I'm firing a stream of bullets, but it doesn't actually look like it. It looks like there's only a couple of frames animation. Oh bollocks! Yeah, when you die, for some reason, when you die, you explode, and even though you're in some kind of burning inferno, you can actually still shoot bullets, which is interesting. Shooting bullets from the grave. Yikes. Right, I think that dog. Don't you dare do a P Archie, you're getting out in a minute. Right, listen, we're going to have time for one last game before we have to wrap things up. So that was Alien Syndrome. Yeah, that is not a good game. Right, the last one, I'm actually intrigued to see this. This is Moon Patrol on the VIC-20. Now, whilst I never actually had a VIC-20, it's a computer I wish I did have, because it's from what I can gather, it had a lot of cracking little games. Right, now wait a minute, there's a lot of... Can anybody tell me what version of Moon Patrol? Because there is there's Moon Patrol, there's Moon Patrol. I'm assuming it's going to be Atari Soft Moon Patrol. So that's the one we're going to play, I think. F1 for options. F1 start. F5 for options. Oh, F1 start. F1 start. Right, hang on. I think we can make this full screen. There we go. Hang on. We're going to have to enable the joystick. PC joystick. Right, we should be good to go now. Now, is this the one? Is this the version that people were wanting on this list? Because whilst it is blocky graphics, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this at all. You know what? The VIC-20s just seem to be really good at doing arcade ports. It really did for arcade games. It's great. Yep, as Adam says, there a bit of parallax as well. So please tell me this wasn't the version that whoever nominated the game, this was the one that you're saying's a bad game. Nothing wrong with this at all. I mean, listen to this sound. Awesome. Right, listen, folks, I'm going to have to call it a night. Like I said, I'm up early tomorrow. I need to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I really need to. I need to get going. Let me just put this back to display settings. Put that back to what it should be, 100%. Close that. There we go. Right, that's it. Oh, I'm absolutely roasting. Oh, right. Listen, folks, thank you very much, as always, for tuning in tonight. It's always good fun. Always good fun doing this on a Sunday night. So, yeah, I'll be back next week. In fact, let me think. Tomorrow, no, I can't do anything tomorrow. Wednesday. Oh, I'm just trying to think. No, I've got things on most of this week. I might try and shoehorn a watch with Mamemeister in this week, but just keep your eyes peeled to social media. If I can get one done, I will get it done. But anyway, listen, guys, thanks very much for watching. Have a great week. Stay safe. Until next time, as always, thank you. Take care.